Hello my dear students, good morning. Welcome back to our EVS class. In our last class, chapter 14, we learned food for all. Yes, rice is our major food item. We get rice from paddy. Farmers cultivate paddy in fields. Farmers cultivate paddy in fields. Yes. When do the farmer sow the seeds? When do the farmers sow the seeds? The farmers sow the seeds just at onset of rain. Just at the onset of rain. Yes. What are seedlings? Yes. What are seedlings? Yes. The new young plants sprout from the seeds. The new young plants sprout from the seeds are called seedlings, and farmers use variety of paddy seeds. Can you name some of the common variety of paddy seeds? Yes. What are they? Ayarat, Jaya and Triveni are some of the common varieties. Okay. What are the different stages of cultivation? What are the different stages of cultivation? Yes, first we sowing seeds. Sowing seeds. Then planting seedlings. After that we add manures. Adding manures. Then we harvesting. Then after that threshing. Finally measuring and packing of harvest. What are that 5 stages? Yes, first sowing of seeds, then planting seedlings, adding manures, harvesting, threshing and measuring and packing of harvest. Okay children, is that all about last lesson? Yes, today we are going to move on our next chapter, chapter 15. The name of the lesson is Our Social Reformers. The name of the lesson is Our Social Reformers. Our state we are proud of our state. We are proud of our state. Kerala has rich culture. Kerala has rich culture. Our state has given birth to several great men. Our state has given birth to several great men. They worked all against for all forms of evils. They worked against all forms of social evils. Yes. And their work resulted in the cultural rebirth. Their work resulted in the cultural rebirth. Who are these great men of Kerala? Yes. Let us learn one by one. Okay children, first we are going to talk about Srinarayana Guru. Have you heard this name, Srinarayana Guru? Okay, Srinarayana Guru was a great social reformer of modern Kerala. He was a great social reformer of modern Kerala. He opposed the caste system. He founded Srinarayana Dharma Paribalana Yogam, that is SNDP. Maybe you have heard this SNDP, Srinarayana Dharma Paribalana Yoga. Yes, SNDP. He founded Srinarayana Dharma Paribalana Yoga. It was aimed at achieving the progress of Eedavas and other backward communities. It was aimed at achieving the progress of Eedavas and other backward community. He gave the message of one caste, one religion and one God for man. He gave the message of one caste, one religion and one God for man. It inspired the people. Okay children, is that clear to you? Next we are going to talk about Chattambi Swamigal. Chattambi Swamigal. Have you heard this name? Chattambi Swamigal? Yes. Sri Vidyadhiraja Chattambi Swamigal was another great social reformer of modern Kerala. He was the another great social reformer of modern Kerala. Okay. Yes, he was against the caste system and untouchability. He stood for reforms in the Nair community. He wanted the Hindus to fight against social evils. He stood the reforms for Nair community. His services gave confidence to the community. He wanted Hindus to fight against social evils. Sri Narayana Guru and Chattambi Swamigal lived in the same period. He worked in close cooperation with Sri Narayana Guru for social change. Okay children, is that clear to you? Next we are going to talk about Ayyankali. Ayyankali was a great leader of backward classes of Kerala. He organized depressed classes into strong force. Ayyankali was inspired by the teachings of Sri Narayana Guru. He fought for the welfare of backward classes. He founded Sadhu Dharma Paripalana Sangam. Okay, he founded Sadhu Dharma Paripalana Sangam. Okay, children. Next, we are going to talk about Wakam Abdul Qadir Maulavi. Yes, Wakam Abdul Qadir Maulavi worked for introducing reforms in the Muslim community. He inspired the Muslims to send their children to educational institutions. He criticized the blind beliefs of the people of Muslim community. He stood for the progress of the Muslims of Kerala. He formed organizations called Kerala Muslim Aikya Sangham and Travancore Muslim Mahajana Sabha. Maulavi was the publisher of the newspaper Swadesha Abhimani. He was also a publisher of the newspaper Swadesha Abhimani. Okay children, is that clear to you? Next we are going to talk about Sahodaran Ayyappan. Sahodaran Ayyappan made great service in reforming the society of Kerala. He also worked for the backward classes. He gave self-confidence to the people of backward communities. He founded Sahodara Samajam. It was aimed to fight against social evils. Okay children, is that clear to you? Next we are going to talk about K.C. Maman Mapla. Yes, Maman Mapla was a great social reformer. He was also a journalist and a politician. He was the founder editor of Malayalam Manorama. He criticized the evil practices in the different Christian communities. His aim was to give a new look to the Christian community. He wrote against the misrule of Diwan. So the government arrested him and banned Malayalam Manorama. He wrote against the misrule of Diwan. So the government arrested him and banned Malayalam Manorama. He was also a member of Srimulam Praja Sabha and Travancore Legislative Council. Jivida Samarangal is the most important literary work of Maman Mapla. Okay children, is that clear to you? Next we are going to talk about V.T. Bhattathiripad. V.T. Bhattathiripad was a great writer and social reformer. He began his career as a priest in a temple. Later he completed his education and became an active social worker. He criticized the evil practice in Brahmin community. He conducted Yajana Padayatra to collect money for starting a modern school. He was the editor of several periodicals. Adukkalayil Ninnu Arangathekku and Kanneerum Kinavum are his important books. The service of V.T. Bhattathiripad played an important role in reforming the Society of Kerala. The services of V.T. Bhattacharya played an important role in reforming the Society of Kerala. Okay, children? Today, we learned about some social reformers, great social reformers. We are proud of our state. We are proud of Kerala. Our state has given birth to several great men. Kerala has rich culture. They worked against all forms of evils. Who are these great men of Kerala? Yes. Can you say one by one? Yes. First we talked about Srinarayana Guru. Yes. He started SNDP. He opposed caste system. It was aimed at achieving the progress of Irava and other backward communities. Next, we are going to talk about Chattambi Swamigal. He was also a great reformer of modern Kerala, and he was also against the caste system and untouchability. After that, we talk about Ayekale. He was a great leader of backward classes of Kerala. Yes, he also fought against the depressed classes into a strong force. After that, we talk about Wakam Abdul Qadir Maulavi. He worked for introducing reforms in Muslim community. Next, we talk about Sahodaran Ayyappan. Sahodaran Ayyappan made great service in reforming the society of Kerala. Yes, he was also worked for the backward classes. After that, we talked about Maman Mapla. Maman Mapla was a great social reformer. He was also a journalist and politician. He was also the founder editor of Malayala Manorama. He criticized the evil practices in the Christian communities. Okay, last we talked about V.T. Bhattacharya. V.T. Bhattacharya was a great writer and social reformer. He began his career as a priest in a temple. Later, he completed his education and became an active social worker. And he conducted Yajana Padayatra to collecting money for starting a modern school. And Adukkalayil Ninnu Arangathekku, Kanneerum Kinavum are his important books. The services of V.T. Bhattacharya played an important role in reforming the society of Kerala. Okay, children, you do one thing. You read this lesson 2 or 3 times. After that, you write the notes in the notebook. Okay, children, see you in the next class. Thank you.